Think of what your loved ones, your parents, your children, and your spouse have done for you. And further consider what your Sangha has done to bring you to this moment. Think of your teachers. Thanks to them, you are now able to dedicate your life freely to the welfare and service of all beings. Now, Kensei, Soon, and Jūkai, recall the world of boundlessness. That you can do this is indeed very, very rare. So far beyond the imagination of those caught in the tangle of self and other. When for the first time bodhisattvas raise the Bodhi mind in the midst of birth and death, in the midst of the whole catastrophe, single-mindedly seeking awakening, the merit they derive from this very moment mind is deep, broad, and truly boundless. Though Tathagatas may explain it minutely, the direct experience of its healing truth can never be exhausted.
We will now move to preparing these new Buddhas. Here, we'll have the rite of cutting the shura. I should explain briefly that the moment when the shura is finally cut, this is the little entanglement they still have attachment to, right? When that thing is cut, then it's done. Then exactly at that time, the ordination has occurred. There's Buddhist magical principles involved, but that's exactly when it occurs, and it's necessarily so, and it has been this way for thousands of years. And then they get some goodies. Once that's occurred, they will receive a koromo, which is the priest's robe, which they've been wearing for some time as part of their novice training. But then further, they'll receive a new lineage chart that includes their priestly name. They will receive a certificate of ordination, which is a document that documents the documentation of this event. They'll receive, importantly, a zagu, which is the bowing cloth. This is, again, from ancient times. The okesa is not meant to touch the ground, and so the bowing cloth is there to enable bows to happen correctly. They'll receive Buddha bowls. Again, this is a thousands-year-old tradition wherein the ordained Sangha has very few possessions traditionally in the monastic way. They have the robe and the bowl is where they receive dana and receive their meals. And finally, they shall receive the okesa, which is the large form of the Buddha's robe. So that's the business we're about. Kensei, please come forward.
So, this last hair is called the shura. Only a Buddha can cut it off. Now we will cut it. Will you allow us to cut it?
I will allow it. Leaving home, I seek the boundless way.
Shaving the head and cutting the shura, cutting your clinging. That is so perfect. First mistake right out of the gate. Now we have that out of the way. Shaving the head and cutting the shura, cutting your clinging, you are now in the path of the Buddha. With the mind of awakening, you are now free to help all beings in the realm of suffering. Now, Cato.
Leaving home, I seek the boundless way. Freed from my ancient karma, freed from clinging, freed from form and color. Everything is changed except my desire to live in truth with all beings. Embracing the path of love and compassion, I vow to free all who suffer.
Receive the Koramo.
Lineage chart, please. Receive the lineage chart. Let's see, let me do this first. Attention, attention, attention. Certificate of Ordination. Kelly Troyer, the Reverend Rinnan Kensei, has been given a kesa, bowls, and the Bodhisattva precepts of Soto Zen, and is acknowledged as priest of Daishin Kokuji Zen Buddhist Temple of Toledo. November 2, 2025, Ryudo Rinsen, Ryudo Doan. This is so.
So her priest way name is Rinnan, and that's taken from particles from my name and Roshi's name. So Roshi is Rinsen, wheel-turning wizard. And if you know anything about Roshi, if you've experienced him, you know that that is so true. My name is Doan, and it means way of warm-heartedness. So we've taken the two particles and put them together, and the name of our priest is wheel-turning way of warm-heartedness. And in this case, Kensei is wheel-turning way of warm-heartedness, manifest vow. Wow.
Receive the priest Zagu. Up.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Rinnan Kensei, Buddha's disciple, receive the Zagu, within our tradition said to be made according to Buddha's own. I vow to use it and protect the Dharma.
Kensei, receive the Buddha's bowls.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Renan Kensei, Buddha's disciple, receive the Buddha's bowls that are just enough for gratefully receiving and eating. I will use these bowls made by the ancestors and follow their sacred meaning. The endless merit of the Buddhas and ancestors fills these bowls. I vow to offer it to all beings.
Receive the priest's okesa. Only a priest can wear it.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Renan Kensei, Buddha's disciple, receive this Uttara Sangha robe of 7 panels, each panel made from 2 long pieces and 1 short piece. I vow to wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning.
So on.
So on. This last hair is called the Shura. Only a Buddha can cut it off. Now we will cut it off. Will you allow us to cut it?
I will allow it.
Shaving the head and cutting the shura, cutting your clinging. You are now in the path of Buddha. With the mind of awakening, you are now free to help all beings in the realm of suffering.
Leaving home, I seek the boundless way, freed from my ancient karma, freed from my clinging, freed from form and color. Everything is changed except my desire to live in truth with all beings. Embracing the path of love and compassion, I vow to free all who suffer.
So on. Receive the Koramo.
Receive the lineage chart. Attention, attention, attention. Certificate of Ordination. Bradley Long, the Reverend Rinon Soan, has been given a kesa, bowls, and the Bodhisattva precepts of Soto Zen, and is acknowledged as priest of Daishin Kokuji Zen Buddhist Temple of Toledo. November 2, 2025, Ryudo Rinsen, Ryudo Doan. This is so.
Rinon Soan, your name means wheel-turning warm-heartedness, ancestor warmth.
Receive the Zagu.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Rinon Soan, Buddha's disciple, receive the Zagu within our tradition said to be made according to Buddha's own. I vow to use it and protect the Dharma.
So on, receive the Buddha's bowls.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Rinon Soan, Buddha's disciple, receive the Buddha's bowls that are just enough for gratefully receiving and eating. I will use these bowls made by the ancestors and follow their sacred meaning. The endless merit of the Buddhas and ancestors fills these bowls. I vow to offer it to all beings.
Receive the priest's okesa. Only a priest can wear it.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Rinon Soan, Buddha's disciple, receive this Uttara Sangha robe of 7 panels, each panel made from 2 long pieces and 1 short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning.
Jūkai.
Jūkai. This last hair is called the Shura. Only a Buddha can cut it off. Now we will cut it. Would you allow us to cut it?
I will allow it.
shaving the head, cutting the shura, cutting your clinging. You are now in the path of Buddha. With the mind of awakening, you are now free to help all beings in the realm of suffering.
Leaving home, I seek the boundless way, freed from my ancient karma, freed from my clinging, freed from form and color. Everything is changed except my desire to live in truth with all beings. Embracing the path of love and compassion, I vow to free all who suffer.
Jūkai, receive the Koromo.
Receive the lineage chart. Attention, attention, attention. Certificate of Ordination. Michelle Klossik, the Reverend Renan Jūkai, has been given a kesa, bowls, and the Bodhisattva precepts of Soto Zen, and is acknowledged as priest of Daishin Kokuji, Zen Buddhist Temple of Toledo. November 2nd, 2025, Ryudo Rinsen, Ryudo Doan. This is so.
Jūkai, your name, Renan Jūkai, means wheel-turning, way of warm-heartedness, kind world. Receive the certificate of ordination.
Receive the zagu.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Renan Jūkai, Buddha's disciple, receive the zagu, within our tradition said to be made according to Buddha's own. I vow to use it and protect the Dharma.
Jūkai, receive the Buddha's bowls.
O Bodhisattva Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Renan Jūkai, Buddha's disciple, receive the Buddha's bowls that are just enough for gratefully receiving and eating. I will use these bowls made by the ancestors and follow their sacred meaning. The endless merit of Buddhas and ancestors fills these bowls. I vow to offer it to all beings.
Me too. Receive the priest's okesa, Only a priest can wear this.
O Bodhisattva, Mahasattvas, please concentrate your hearts on me. I, Rinnan Jūkai, Buddha's disciple, receive this Uttara Sangha robe of 7 panels, each panel made from 2 long pieces and 1 short piece. I will wear this robe of Buddha with the mind and body of its sacred meaning.
At this time, we'll observe as the new priests try to get into their gear. And fortunate for them, each of them has an assistant who's responsible to make sure it's perfect. Farther away. While this is unfolding, I'll point out a few things. The kimono, which they're wearing now, the white kimono, is an inheritance from our Japanese tradition. The koromo, which is the black, ridiculously sleeved garment they're putting on now, this is a inheritance from our Chinese tradition. You see Taoist and Confucian masters that have this. It's a ceremonial garment from that heritage. And then in a moment, when we're ready for it, we'll all, those who have Raksu, will invite you to put them on top of the head, and we'll put on the okesa. And you may notice some practitioners in the room with the little square bib things. That's a small version of the same exact garment, which is then enlarged and wrapped around like you see we have here. That's called the Buddha's robe. That's the kesa or the Raksu, same thing. And that is from our Indic tradition. That's from the Buddha's original time. Okay. Everybody ready? All right, so those who have Raksu, please, if you would, take them off, and we'll all invoke the verse of the Kesa. For those to whom this is unfamiliar, the lines are: vast is the robe of liberation, a formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teaching, saving all sentient beings. And we'll intone this 3 times, so feel welcome to join in if you would care to join us.
Vast is the robe of liberation, a field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teaching, saving all sentient beings. Vast is the robe of liberation. A formless field of benefaction. I wear the Tathagata's teaching, saving all sentient beings.
You guys aren't done yet? All right. Get it on queso, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So at this point, we're going to take a break. We're going to have a bio break for a little while. There'll be a bell that'll ring, probably 10 minutes or so. When we come back, the ordinands will again be in the seat, and then we'll renew their receiving of the precepts, and there'll be some time for exchanging of Dharma words, and we'll get to hear from them, and a representative for the Sangha will share some feelings as well. So let's take an intermission. There is such a thing, an extended rites. We're there. Please, we'll be back in about 10 minutes or so. How about we do some liturgy?
More Dharma?
Yeah.
More Dharma.
Yeah, more Dharma. There we go. It's been minutes since we've had ritual. It's about time we do some more. You want to get your mic together? So now what we're going to do is move into the next part. The receiving of the precepts is a very big deal in this tradition. And it's the essence of what happens when someone here elects to become formally recognized as Buddhist. They receive the precepts. If they end up electing to and being received as ordination candidates, when they become ordained, again, you receive the precepts. even transmission as a teacher, guess what happens? You receive the precepts. So it's a big deal, it's very important. So in the wind up to this, there's atonement, there's a water blessing that would be familiar to many, and then we'll go ahead and give the precepts again to these good priests now. And then from there, we'll have the recognitions. So now, wearing the clothes of the Buddha and having the Tathagata's bowls, we will give you the Bodhisattva precepts anew, this time as priests. Wishing to receive the precepts, first of all, you should confess and atone using the verse given to us by our ancestors in the Great Way.
Gata of atonement, all evil karma ever committed by me since having confessed and made atonement, you have purified your body, mouth, and thoughts. This purification arises within the mystery of atonement, our returning from separation and toward the way. Next, you reveal yourself as the three treasures, which have the virtues and merits of the one body. Once you reveal yourself as the three treasures, all virtues and merits will be in complete accord. We're now having the blessing of the wisdom water. As we say, and her attendant come around to bless you, please put your hands in Gasho.
Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new.
Got him from behind.
Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh. Everything's fresh and new. Everything's fresh. Everything's fresh. Everything's fresh. Everything's fresh. Everything is fresh.
Gasho, please. You will now receive the precepts anew. This time as priests. Please repeat after us, and everyone is welcome to join in as well. Be one with the Buddha.
Be one with the Dharma.
Be one with the Sangha.
Be one with the Buddha in oneness, the awakened nature of all beings.
Be one with the Buddha in oneness, the awakened nature of all beings. Be one with the Dharma in diversity, the ocean of wisdom and compassion. Be one with the Dharma in diversity, the ocean of wisdom and compassion.
Be one with the Sangha in harmony, the interdependence of all.
Be one with the Sangha in harmony, the interdependence of all. The Buddha has been revealed.
The Dharma has been revealed.
The Sangha has been revealed.
The three treasures are revealed. From now on, the Tathagata, Buddha, complete awakening, and perfect wisdom. I gotta look at me. Yeah. From now on, and Gasho.
There it is, there.
All right, take two. From now on, the Tathagata, Buddha, complete awakening, and perfect wisdom are your guides. Do not follow misleading or false ways. Because of the benevolent compassion of the Tathagata, you have been able to reveal the three treasures. Will you maintain them?
Will you maintain them?
I will.
Will you really maintain them?
I will.
3 full bows, please. With Zagu and all the awesome. 3 full bows. Next, you will receive anew the 3 pure precepts. Jūkai, please. Not knowing, thereby giving up fixed ideas about yourself and the universe, will you vow to cease from evil?
Bearing witness to the joy and suffering of the world, will you vow to practice good?
Healing yourself, healing others, will you vow to save all beings?
These are the 3 pure precepts. Will you maintain them? I will. 3 vows, please.
Next, you will receive the 10 grave precepts anew. Recognizing that you are not separate from all that is, will you vow to take up the way of not killing?
I will.
Being satisfied with what you have, will you vow to take up the way of not stealing?
I will.
Treating all beings with respect and with dignity, will you take up the vow of not misusing sexuality?
Listening and speaking from the heart, will you vow to take up the way of not speaking falsely?
I will.
Cultivating a mind that sees clearly, will you vow to take up the way of not intoxicating mind and body?
Unconditionally accepting what each moment has to offer, will you vow to take up the way of not discussing the faults of others?
Speaking what you perceive to be the truth, without guilt, without blame, will you vow to take up the way of not praising yourself while abusing others?
Using all the ingredients of your life, will you vow to take up the way of not sparing the Dharma assets?
Transforming suffering into wisdom, will you vow to take up the way of not indulging in anger?
I will.
Honoring your life as an instrument of the great way, will you vow to take up the way of not defaming the 3 treasures?
These 16 precepts, the 3 treasures, and the 3 pure precepts, as well as the 10 grave precepts, originated in the Sangha of Shakyamuni Buddha, and they have been transmitted through all generations of Buddhas and ancestors down to us, into this temple, into this place, into this community. And now we have given them to you.
Will you maintain these precepts as your very life?
I will.
Will you maintain these precepts as your very life?
I will.
Will you really maintain these precepts as your very life?
I will.
Then
3
make your
vows.
vows.
When sentient beings receive the precepts, they enter the realm of the Buddhas. This is the Buddha treasure, complete and absolute awakening. Truly, those who embrace the precepts are the children of the Buddha.
The wheel of the Dharma turns and turns. Each generation manifests the great way. Gasho, please. Today, you join the lineage of ancestors and raise the Bodhi mind.
Bodhisattvas who reside in the 10 directions, please listen to us. O preceptors, please listen to us. By means of our virtuous roots of generosity, moral discipline, and meditation, may we generate the spirit of the great, unexcelled, perfect enlightenment. May we maintain the mind of bodhicitta from now until we reach the heart of enlightenment, just as the earlier Buddhas and great Bodhisattvas did. May we liberate all beings who are not liberated. May we free all living beings who are not free. May we relieve those without relief. May we aid those who have not yet reached enlightenment, that they may be able to reach it. May it be so.
May it be so.
Buddha recognizes Buddha, and Buddha bows to Buddha.
At this point, the new priests, having received the precepts and refuges anew, will process through the community in Jūkai. As they go past your seat, please acknowledge them if you wish by bringing your hands palm to palm together in Gasho. This is the ceremony of recognition by the Sangha. Sadhu goes in front. It's the white bit facing out. Yeah. The robes look complicated, and they're far more complicated than they look. It takes a priest probably a year to actually kind of not look completely disoriented when working with them. So this crew is doing quite well, actually. I haven't heard anything rip yet. It's a bonus if it occurs, just to say it. There we are. On this occasion, auspicious signs appear in all the 10 directions. The earth trembles and blossoms fall. All the bodhisattvas ask all the Buddhas, what is the meaning of this extraordinary sign? All Buddhas reply, in this world, a follower of the Buddha's teaching has received the bodhisattva precepts from their teachers, who have previously received them from their teachers. All bodhisattvas resolve to observe the precepts timelessly. Therefore, the universe itself manifests joyousness.
The bodhisattvas vow to all those who renounce the suffering of the samsaric ego as ordained priests, saying, now that you have ordained, you practice and study together with all Buddhas. Therefore, accept all Buddhas as witnesses and teachers, and accept the bodhisattvas as your fellow practitioners.
Priests, please be mindful of these precepts moment after moment, recognizing them in your daily life. Due to the ripening of this great opportunity, your body now rests in the Dharma. Your body now rests in the Dharma world. Realize that the whole world is involved in maintaining these precepts.
In these precepts, there's no subject and no object. And so, of course, there's no merit either. Within this mystery, our practice is timeless and boundless. Preserve the good roots of these precepts and share the Buddha way with all sentient beings.
Reverend Kensei, Reverend Soan, Reverend Jūkai, you have received the Buddha's precepts, and all beings have therefore entered Buddhahood immediately. With your name and with your robe, with the lineage of transcendent wisdom, you are child of Buddha, one with all beings. This is so. Just make 3 bows. In witness to these final 3 bows, I ask for gassho from everyone, please. Priests, please come forward. Stand close. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Congratulations, you three. Please turn and face the Sangha. I give you Reverend Kensei, Reverend So-on, Reverend Jūkai. We'll now hear some Dharma words from these new priests.
My name is Reverend Renan Jūkai. I have this feeling right now of just being in such amazing company. The company of my fellow novices. The company.
Fellow priests.
Fellow priests. So sing the ground. Our teachers, the lineage, White Tara, clergy that have brought us up, the Sangha, our families, and our families and friends who are watching, connected from afar. Just this, we are in such great company, and we'll leave with this. We'll each carry this with us when we go. I want to say a special thank you to everyone who sewed stitches in the sokesa. May I wear it well. There are folks near and far who sewed stitches, and the sewing team with under Reverend Kaishin's leadership, you all just really stepped up in a way to help us. Thank you for that. I'd like to say a special thank you to our teachers. I really hardly have words, but what's arising the most in this moment is how, for myself and for everyone you meet, you see something in us that we don't yet see ourselves. And you're always way ahead of that. And thank goodness for that. It's the, I feel like I have a whole new life. This is what's happening today, and this is what's happening in practice because of your care and leadership and support. Thank you. I think I'm just going to pass this on to So-on, and with just one last expression of just boundless gratitude and the generosity that brought this moment to us. None of us are here because we brought ourselves here, our families, Christy and Bailey especially, but our community, the Sangha, none of us are here by ourselves, and it'll continue to be this way. There's no need for us without you. I've spoken.
Greetings. My name is Reverend Renan So-on, and I thought I knew what I was going to say when I got up here with this microphone, but first I want to say thanks to the teachers. Thank you, teachers. This has been quite a ride, and somehow I get the feeling this is really the beginning of the ride. So, yeah.
A little wisdom now and then.
Yeah. But no, it's just, I'm just so grateful to be here and amazed at the turn of events over actually my whole lifetime that brought me and us to this point. You know, it's been a lot of different things, and it seems like always at the heart of it is like like everybody else, all my family, all my people, like everybody who are my friends that that I did life with over since being a little kid. Like everybody is a part of that, and even the past, the ones that are no longer with me physically, my parents and grandparents and stuff, they're still a part of all this. And it seems like taking on this vocation of priesthood, that I'll be able to maybe give back and maybe move the needle of the world a little, so that people will be more compassionate and less all tangled up in the bull crap, and free to be themselves and be able to appreciate everybody else and to be able to appreciate our wonderful world, because we live in a really wonderful world that seems like it goes mad almost constantly, but along with the madness, there's something that is so great that makes that madness seem so insignificant that we should really smile and be happy and be filled with joy, actually, each and every one of us, no matter what's going on. So, again, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for practicing and meditating and studying scriptures and Dharma and just trying to love each other. I've spoken.
My name is Reverend Renan Kensei. And this is the most beautiful room in the world. All these shining bodhisattvas sitting together on this beautiful November day. We said so many words today, so many words. And at the end, we heard a little bit about joy, and then Reverend So-On's words about joy. And I just think that's the predominant feeling right now. I remember coming into the temple so sick, and in such a strange place. There was a full temple inside a carpet warehouse. And the weirdest part of all of it was when I walked in, I was like, oh, the temple, that's what I've been looking for. It's so great to know this. And then after not that long of a time, I started to feel this really strong vocation rising in me, and the devastation of thinking I wouldn't live long enough to be able to express this way. And so to be here today with all the Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas, and this just tremendous opportunity to serve this beautiful Sangha, I couldn't be more humble and grateful. And to our teachers, I'm so glad we got to bow, I don't know, maybe 27 times or something today, and it is not even close to enough. And to the lineage, again. And to our priests who have mentored us, thank you. And to all of our Sangha friends, every single one. There actually aren't words. I did have this verse pop into my head from the Gateless Gate of walking on the edge of a sword, running on the ridge of a mountain, an iceberg, running on the edge of a mountain. You all know this moment, right, where you're trying to recite the thing, and everybody's like, do you know it or not? The verse is, walking on the edge of a sword, running on the ridge of an iceberg. No ladders, no steps, jumping from a cliff with hands wide open. All of us. Thank you.
We will now hear Kosho, the current chief disciple, and Shuso, head of practice for the Sangha, express words on behalf of the Sangha to the new ordinands. Jūkai, if you would come here. To the new priests, rather.
Reverend Kensei, Reverend Soan, Reverend Jūkai, on behalf of the Sangha, with deep and sincere gratitude for your practice, it's been such a joy watching you pass through your postulancy and being novices, and now as priests in our way. You should know that, and I think I speak for all of the Sangha, that you have our full faith and devotion and trust. And we look forward to receiving your pastoral care and watching you flourish in your new role as priests as we continue practicing in our way together. May it be so.
May it be so. I joyfully announce to all beings everywhere that the ordination ceremony recognizing Reverend Kensei, Reverend Soan, Reverend Jūkai as ordained Zen Buddhist priests of Daishin Kokuji Zen Buddhist Temple of Toledo is now concluded. We'll conclude before our recessional together with the Bodhisattva vows. Let's do the sung version today, please. If you would.
I vow to wake all the beings of the world. I vow to set in this heartache to rest. Vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live the great Buddha way. I vow to wake all the beings of the world. Yes, I do. I vow to set in this heartache to rest. I vow to walk through every wisdom gate. I vow to live the great Buddha way. Thank you for joining us on this special day. Please now join us for lunch out in the community area and in congratulating our new priests. There will be stations set up here